Indy cars are open-cockpit race cars which compete in the USA in races such as the Indianapolis 500. The cars are precision-engineered and entirely custom-built. Even the seat is specially contoured to the driver's body shape and the position in which they sit most comfortably in the car. The custom-made driver's seat in an Indy car is made of fire-resistant fabric over impact-absorbing foam. It has openings at the shoulder, lap and legs for the safety harness. To make the seat, a template is produced which in itself is a 2-day process. First, an adhesive is poured into a bag full of foam beads. The adhesive contains resin and a hardener. Once the adhesive seeps in, the air is squeezed out and the bag tied closed. Then it's kneaded to spread the adhesive over all the foam beads inside. Next, laying the bag flat, the adhesive-saturated beads are spread in an even layer. Then a valve is installed and is attached to a vacuum pump, which sucks out most of the remaining air. Then a cavity is formed. This will eventually fit the driver's body. Once enough air has been vacuumed out to make the bag tight enough to hold the shape of the cavity, it's placed in the cockpit. The foam beads are pressed into all the nooks and crannies. This ensures the car seat will fit properly and not shift under the driver. The driver now has to sit in the car so they can fit the template to his driving position. Once he's settled comfortably, with hips and shoulders square, and wearing his helmet, they begin taking measurements, starting with the height of his head, critical for aerodynamics, and his line of sight over the nose, critical for safety. Both measurements must conform with Racing Association's strict regulations. They also measure the distance between his chest and the steering wheel, and ensure there's adequate leg clearance to get in and out of the cockpit. The driver sits down, gets out and gets back in several times over as the technicians measure and make adjustments. The entire process takes about 40 minutes. When it's done, the vacuum pump is run for another 4 hours. And then the foam cures overnight. The next morning, a hot knife is used to melt a line through the foam and remove the template from the cockpit. The driver returns for a final 2 to 3 hour sitting, during which the technicians trim the foam as closely as possible to his body's contours. Once the shape is finalized, the entire surface is covered with cloth adhesive tape in a matte finish. This creates a non-reflective background suitable for laser scanning. They stick positioning targets onto this surface. These are reflective dots spaced 10 centimeters apart, which create a grid pattern over the entire template. A 3D laser scanner then reads these reflective dots. Which a computer translates into a 3D image. This image is then converted by software into a technical drawing, which guides an automated router to cut the seat parts out of polypropylene foam. This precision cutting process takes 4 to 6 hours. The router cuts out 6 to 8 sections, which are carefully glued together into the full seat. The finished seat is covered in a fire-retardant material. First, the fabric is fixed using spray adhesive. Then it's trimmed to the shape of the seat. The foam is quite elastic, so it absorbs impact, helping protect the driver. At the same time, it has memory, so after a blow, it regains its driver-customized shape. But hopefully, that will never happen.